Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Caleb Thornton and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about and taking a look at a wireless gaming mouse from Alienware called the AW610M. Stick around to hear about the features and build quality and whether this mouse is going to be right for you. And if you guys do find the video helpful or informative, definitely smash that like button for me and do consider subscribing and help me reach my first 100 subscribers. Well, let's go ahead and get started. The Alienware AW610M mouse can be purchased for $100 on either Dell or Amazon's website. Right now though, as of the making of this video, their Dark Side of the Moon colorway on Amazon, you can get $15 off on that, and that's just for the dark gray one. I didn't see an option for their lunar light option, but if you're planning on purchasing it in that colorway, just make sure you do it on Amazon so you can save an extra $15. And of course, I'll have just links to all these in the description below for you guys if you're planning on taking a look at them. This mouse is obviously able to be used wirelessly, but it also has the option of being used with a wired connection with the cord that they include. And while it is plugged in, it's going to be charging its lithium-ion battery, and you're able to use it just as normal, a normal mouse with the wire when it is plugged in, which is nice because it's just going to negate having any downtime with the mouse, because even if it was to die while you're using it wirelessly, you're just going to be able to plug that cord in and keep right on going with it. If you do want to manually switch it off though, there is a switch on the bottom of the mouse just right above where that dongle is stored, and you can just flip that switch either to turn it on or turn it off respectively. They state on their website that the mouse is able to get up to 350 hours of battery life while being used. I can't personally attest to that exact number because I haven't used it up to that point and timed it all out, but over the few days that's been used, multiple hours a day, it still had a high battery level, and from what I can tell, it's going to be holding its battery life really well. Similarly with other wireless mouses, you don't have to turn it off manually every time. It is going to fall asleep after a few minutes of inactivity, so you're not going to have to worry about wasting that battery life. Say if you're watching a video or if you just forget to turn it off after using it, it's going to shut off. And then of course, if you move it, it's just going to take a few seconds to catch up with you and turn back on. Something nice that the Alienware Command Center does give you is you're able to monitor your battery level on your mouse in there. It's just nice for being able to keep an eye on it and be able to monitor maybe how much longer you can use it, or if you need to throw it on the cable to get a little extra charge. Let's go ahead and get into some of the performance that this Alienware mouse offers. It does have a high polling rate of 1,000 Hertz and Alienware latest sensor technology, which goes up to 1600 DPI. And so far, using it in its wireless mode, I haven't noticed any issues with latency or it being behind or any connectivity issues so far, which is nice because obviously you're not going to wireless mouse that's going to have any issues as far as that goes. Something interesting this mouse gives you is the option to switch between 12 or 24 clicks on your mouse wheel, and you're able to do that just using a button on the bottom of the mouse to either flick it between those two options. I personally don't find this to be super useful because for my use case, but maybe for you guys, it's something that you want. The mouse is going to be able to offer that for you. As far as the rest of the switches go, they're a very tactile and clicky feel, which is going to mean they're going to be a little bit louder too. And I'll go ahead and give you guys a sound test of those switches now so you can hear it for yourselves. The clicks are a little bit noisy, but they've been really nice and responsive for me so far. And anyways, some people are going to like that more tactile and that clicky sound anyways. The mouse does offer 7 different customizable buttons. 2 of those are included as the DPI switch going up and down, so it's more like 5. And you're able to customize all these within the command center that Alienware offers. You get, with those buttons, you have your 2 side buttons, and then you'll have your right and left click, of course, and the mouse wheel is able to go in. And with the DPI button, you are able to go up and down, and you're able to set your presets in the command center as well for where you'd want those levels to be at. Let's go ahead and talk about the comfort of the mouse and how it feels with your hand on it. This mouse is going to be able to be used for a right or left hand, and also in a palm or a claw grip. I would definitely say the body shape of this mouse is on the bigger side and probably more aimed towards maybe someone that has bigger hands. Like myself, I would say my hands are a little bit on the bigger side, but I don't think I would want this mouse to be any bigger than it already is. As far as weight on it, it does come in at 120 grams, which is quite a bit heavier than any other mouses that I've used, especially in comparison to my mouse that I do use for my normal day-to-day use or gaming, which is my Death Adder Elite, comes in at 95 grams. So this thing is about 25 grams heavier than it, and I can instantly notice that. It does feel a little bit like a brick when I first got it, but that also might be due to the pad I use, which is a control pad, so with that extra weight on it, it's going to even slow it down more. Taking a look at the bottom of the mouse, you'll see that you get 1 foot on the front and also on the back, and nothing on the left and right, which I'm not sure why. I do feel that I can notice a little bit of difference between the front and back versus left and right movement, with a little bit more drag on the left and right, but nothing substantial enough to bother me very badly. And of course, you can always buy things like aftermarket feet if you want to try to improve that glide, or if that's something that you like doing in the first place. Just quickly to cover the lighting options you do get with it, that's all taken care of in Alienware's command center as well. And with that, you get your choice with RGB lighting between their 16.8 million color choices, which is made easy there. The features that this mouse does offer are really good, and it's basically what you'd expect from any other mouse or higher end gaming mouse in this spectrum or around the same space that this is taking up. My biggest holdback with it is just gonna be that weight, which I mentioned earlier, and also the size of it in my hand. I do prefer just a little bit smaller and a lighter mouse. Obviously though, take my opinion with a grain of salt because everyone's hand size or grip type is gonna be different. Overall, I do think this is a good mouse, and I don't think it's outrageously priced, but I do feel that you might be able to find some better alternatives with a brand like Razer or Logitech and their mice that they offer, just because I feel their designs are a little bit more well-rounded and they've had more time to perfect them and dial them in. I'll leave some links down in the description below to some of the favorite wireless mice that I enjoy, and if you want to take a look at those, definitely feel free to click on those links down there. Obviously though, with this mouse, you do get the inherent benefit that if you own a Aurora R11 in either of their colorways, you're gonna be able to choose between the two different mice options that they give you to be able to perfectly match it. And then of course, if you have any other Alienware peripherals in general, you're all gonna be able to have those in the same command center program to be able to customize them to your liking. So for that reason, that might sway your opinion a little bit on getting it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned because soon I'll have a review coming out on the Alienware keyboard, their 510K low profile RGB mechanical keyboard, which pairs really great with the mouse as well as the R11. So that's something that's gonna interest you. Make sure you tune in to watch that video as well. And as always, if you guys found the video helpful or informative, definitely smash that like button and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one.